There are thousands of videos out there about tips, tricks, and hacks on how to get paid more in business or in your job. And many of those offer a simple strategy for how to make $1 million in 3 months. Clearly, most of these are scams, or at least for most people, they don't deliver on what they promise. So in this video, we're gonna ignore all of that fluff. And by the end of this video, you should have a clear understanding of 5 things you can do today to attract more money into your life. Let's get into the video. Okay. Tip number 1 is the foundation for the rest of the 5 tips in this video. Understand money and business from first principles. If you don't know what first principles are, definitely check out this video right here to learn out more. Okay, to start, we need an objective. Let's make our objective making more money in business or as an employee. Next, we need to take that objective and break it into its basic parts and ask fundamental questions for each. Let's see what we can learn through first principles thinking. Okay, business. What is business? A business is an entity that provides value in the form of goods and services in exchange for money. What can we learn from this? We can learn that to make more money in business, you have to focus solely on maximizing the value you provide for people that you serve, your customers, your clients. The more value you provide that customers are willing to pay for, the more money you make. It's really that simple. Everything else is just noise. And that is the value of first principles thinking. Okay, next, what is money? Money is definitely a big topic, but let's focus on one definition in particular. Money is a means for trading or a medium of exchange. What can we learn from this? Well, the same way that spoken language, paintings, music are mediums of communication, so is money. Money is a general tool for communicating value within an economy. Lesson: if someone really values your work or your product or your service, they will find a way to pay you for it. Everything else is an excuse. Make sure you get that bread. Okay. What is an employee? An employee is someone who is paid money in exchange for some work for an organization. You can see that there is a relationship between value in the work that you provide an organization and how much you get paid. So the more value you bring and the organization recognizes that value, the more that organization pays you. Lesson: just like a business has to provide value for customers or clients in exchange for money, so do you, an employee, have to provide value for your organization. The more value you provide your organization, the more they are willing to pay to keep you around. I promise you, if you focus on these principles and ignore everything else, you will make more money in your life and you'll make that money much more efficiently. Okay, tip number 2, understand what value is and how to provide it. I've mentioned the word value so many times in this video, but what does value even mean? How do we actually maximize value? To understand what value is, you have to first understand that we as humans, from an economic standpoint, are just walking, talking bundles of needs and wants. Every company, organization, government, client, customer, and individual are all bundles of different needs and wants, all that interact and trade with each other to make up what we call an economy. We all have personal needs and wants, but we could also be working for an organization that has its own needs and wants. Maybe that organization's needs and wants are the complete opposite of what you need and want in your life. This is why most things in life are about negotiation. As you can see, when you consider trillions and trillions of needs and wants, individuals, departments, organizations, governments, all interacting with each other and within themselves, things can get really, really complicated. So, with this in mind, what is value? Value can be defined as how important or significant something is. And as humans, the most important thing to us is fulfilling our own needs and wants. What can we learn from this? We can learn that providing value is about satisfying unfulfilled needs and wants. So, to make more money in life, spend your time satisfying the unmet needs and wants around you in exchange for money. The more important those needs and wants, the more people will be willing to pay to have them satisfied. And really, that's it. Just solve people's problems, charge for it, and the money will flow to you. Okay, tip number 3, talk with the people that you are serving. When you're solving people's problems, you're serving them in exchange for money. How do you get good at serving people? First, you have to understand them. And how do you get good at understanding them? You have to talk with them. In my company, I'm building a school, and I've been spending time talking with students and finding out more about what they want from the school and their experiences and what brought them to want to join the school. Having those chats has really brought me clarity on exactly what I need to build to solve their problems. It's also really inspiring and motivating to just see their faces and see face to face the people that you're actually going to impact. Please just talk to people. Yes, I'm talking to you introverts like me. Just talk to people. It's worth it. Spend that time speaking with your clients and customers. Ask them what their most important problems are. Email your CEO. Have a conversation about the vision of your organization. What are their top priorities for getting to that vision? In what ways can you do your job differently to help that company get to that vision more quickly? Have that casual chat with your managers or even your senior management and see what needs they have. Could you somehow make their job much easier or less stressful? You can't know what problems are the most important if you don't ask. Talking to people and solving their problems is how you make more money in life. Tip number 4, know the right way to talk with your customers. When you're talking with the people that you want to serve to help solve their problems, there is no point asking them how they think their problem should be solved. Most of the time, they won't actually know how. If they did, they'll just solve it themselves, right? The right thing to do is to focus the conversation on what their problems are and how important those problems are to them, but not on how they should solve those problems. That's your job to figure out. And to be honest, that's some of the most important information that you can gather from your customers. A good example is the workplace. When you're talking to your colleagues, managers, or executives, focus on them and what their problems are. They are your customers. You are bringing value to them. A lot of the time, we tend to only talk to our managers privately when we want something from them. But this time, try to flip it. Ask them what they want and deliver value for them. Trust me, it works. I've tried it and it's worked. The money will flow when you do this. Serve them. Tip number 5, be in a value-seeking environment. Not every organization is a place that actually cares about the value you provide them. Some may just be working to just follow the rules and keep their heads down. Not every customer or client needs the value that you're offering. Maybe the problem is just not that important to them. More money is made in environments where created value meets customer needs. That's where the exchange of money happens. If you find yourself in a workplace that isn't actually looking to solve their problems, leave. If you're talking to customers that don't seem to care much about whether their problems are solved or not, find new customers, or at least find a new problem to solve. If you hear your manager telling you focus on your job or stop asking questions, you can be sure that you are in a stagnant environment and you're not going to grow and you're not even going to increase your income. So get out of that place. When you're in a value-seeking environment, problems will easily find their solutions and the money will flow as a result. All right, those are my top 5 tips on how you can make more money in your life. If you learned something new, smash the like button and share what you learned in the comments below. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and yeah, I'm gonna go grab something to eat because I'm kind of hungry.